Can you keep up? Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to RunnerGuitar playthrough of Asura's Wrath, and now welcome to episode 14. It seriously looked like those clouds were clipping through the plane there.
Soon this village will be overrun with Gohma. Before that happens, we must take action.
Just get the mega movers and move the bloody town. It is possible. Didn't you see the Discovery Channel a few years back?
Wipe it out.
But the village is not under attack yet.
That's quaint. But this is what we do. You know this.
I don't like you, Sergey. I'll be honest, guys. As much as I have praised the game and as much as I praised it in the beginning of the playthrough, playing it for this channel has made me realize, as I mentioned in my review back on Tumblr, that some of the characters, for example Sergey here, don't get enough development or enough interactions for us to think that these are good characters or that they have good motivations. With Sergey, like for example, with Yasha, we see a lot of him, and with Agus we see, I feel like we saw enough of him for him to leave an impression. Meanwhile, Sergey, the only reason why I remember Sergey is because of how flamboyant he is, and honestly, Sergey is one of the characters that, just like Wyson, didn't leave that much of an impression on me. In fact, I think Carlo left a better impression on me than, well, not a better, a bigger impression on me than Sergey did.
Then before they reach the village?
But yeah, as we're seeing right now, Sergey is manipulating Yasha's power of confusion to pretty much use him as his little puppet here. Yeah, I completely didn't notice that. Runner, you're an idiot. That was probably the easiest one to do, and I missed it by a complete bloody moron. While recording this playthrough, I was eating sushi, so don't fucking judge me. Anyway, this section here, it's actually kind of hard, in my opinion. Like, it's probably one of the shooting sections that I dislike the most, personally. Not because of it's bad or anything. It's just that the difficulty, I just feel like the burst gauge for some reason doesn't build up fast enough. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong, but whenever I'm in this section of this particular stage, I didn't feel like the burst gauge was going at the rate that it usually goes. Yeah, like for example here, it feels like it's taking way too many shots to defeat the enemy, and I don't know if it is because Yasha is feeling so soul tripped that he cannot use all his powers, but still, it just feels kinda odd to me. And don't worry, you just have to go ahead and... God damn it, Ron! See, I already lost half my health. Like I mentioned before, Yasha cannot take hits as much as Asura, but he can do possibly more damage if you're good enough. And like I mentioned before, this stage honestly is not my favorite, and also I fucked up a lot here. Like you can see, my health is decreasing incredibly fast. You really... you can take as much damage as you want, because it is impossible for you to hit the floor. Trust me, I've tried. But... you do want to do it before you end up losing all your health. First! I'll be honest, just a scream like, oh! I feel like they lack emotions, but they do really, but they seriously do remind me of the Prince of Persia voice actor from the Sense of Time trilogy.
And because of it, 3/4 of the Karma Fortress's mantra had been consumed. That is everything I witnessed.
I see.
You're fired.
But...
Yes?
I...
Why do you hesitate? Speak.
Because my power is related to confusion. It is my nature to hesitate at every single moment. That is how the writers wrote me. That is how God desired me to be.
After the blast, we lost track of his whereabouts.
And sorry about that. With the analog sticks, you can actually move the camera a bit in Asura's Wrath. So that was an accident when I was putting the controller down for this scene. Bitch. Asshole.
Lord Deus, I have a report to make. I used the Brahmastra on Asura.
Yes, I already know. You're dismissed.
But my lord, Yasha tried...
Those Deus need to choke a bitch! What was with the Dragon Ball Z sound effect there?
Deus.
Olga, must I repeat myself a third time?
No, my lord, forgive me.
No, don't stop. I'm actually enjoying this. Please, break her more. Fuck you, Deus. And fuck you too, Olga. That looks painful. Can we see that again a few more times, please? Much better now. Ah, yes. A nice angle there on her ass. I'll give you that. She has a good ass.
Yasha,
Sir,
power without a purpose is meaningless and worthless. A purpose that is firm can change the impossible to possible. That is the power of our cause.
Sorry, could you repeat that, my sir? I was not able to hear you over the loud music. Your voice acting is way too growly and low.
What we must do.
Well, that was quite entertaining.
Who invited you to this reunion?
So dedicated to the cause, so earnest in our fight to save the world. There is nothing more beautiful than fighting for this cause.
Sergei, I want you to bring Yasha with you on the next extermination.
Maybe we can turn him into a god Terminator.
Understood. He has merely forgotten the beauty of following orders.
as you wish.
Before he said that, it actually looks like he fell asleep, like...
Report.
Me, 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 me.
Large mass of
Me, 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 me,
Gohma.
me, me.
They are headed for a city in the vicinity of Shinto. Gohma contamination imminent. Requesting permission for immediate purification.
Ah, a purification. How beautiful. Come along now, Yasha.
It's time for your training. And the guy's just staring like, I don't like him. Crash. And then Yasha died. How can one little person make so much damage? And we're back to Yasha's Olympic Games of diving into Gohma fish.
Filthy beasts!
Why even bother with the insult? If they are literally like impure, brainless creatures, why even bother talking to them? But anyway, here we are back to the, like I mentioned before, one of the most boring boss fights in the game, and a recurring one at that. The elephant. So it's pretty much the same fight as with Asura. He really doesn't do anything all that different. So.
Drop this falling down.
Holy shit! That pretty much counts for like 20 strikes there. Fuck you. And the new member of the WWE is Yasha! Seriously, I think that's the same sound clip that they use for every time that he screams. I know Asura has different screams for each moment, but Yasha only seems to have one. What part of speedy, super powerful demigod didn't you get? Whee! You were standing! How do you flip with that?
Too many of them. At this rate.
Was that really necessary? You just needed to kill the Gohma. You didn't need to shoot the city. Once again, phallic ship is phallic.
You are out of time.
Where was the timer on the screen?
Reach the village. Too bad. You see.
Bad touch. Okay, he's not touching. That's good. That's good. Bad touch from Sergei is something no human should have, especially with that fucking face there.
State.
Couldn't you just move your hand? You need to make that epic movement of your fingers. That's especially necessary for this ritual of magic. Keep it in your pants, keep it in your pants, please.
Before the mortals are devoured by the Gohma, we purify their souls and turn them into our power. This is nothing new. It's the same thing you've been doing for the past 12,000 years.
Doesn't make it any better!
You just fought a meaningless battle. How ugly. One way or another, we must gather souls for Mantra.
For the Brahmastra.
The Gohma's behavior has been more restive of late. That is to say, Glitter's return is approaching.
When was this mentioned ever before?
You remember what our duty is, do you not?
Can my duty include punching you in the face?
Even gods must dirty their hands.
That melancholy face of yours.
That was it, melancholy. Holy fuck. That was melancholy. That was Yasha's mantra power. His melancholy was so strong that it destroyed the ship. Oh wait, it wasn't Yasha.
Hello. You!
Rules of nature!
I don't know what makes it better, the fact that he's dying or the fact that he had that face. Can I get that as my background for my computer? Can I? Please? Ah, god damn it. Well, whatever. And that was episode 14 of Asura's Wrath. Not a very interesting episode, but it did give us that satisfying face of poor little Sergei. Yes, he's so forgettable. Once again, as I mentioned before, the characters are not... some of the characters are not as don't leave as much of an impact as others, at least for me anyway, and Sergei is definitely one of them that doesn't. Report of Asura's movement. This mission to find traces of Asura's movement has proven to be very challenging. The blast from the Brahmastra has set the land ablaze, which still continues erasing any tracks that Asura has left behind. Despite this, we carried on our mission in search of whatever we could find. Fortunately, we were able to find some footprints in a snowfield quite far from Ground Zero. Asura, you're supposed to know. I know you're full of wrath, but you should at least know to cover your tracks with like your hands or something. That's when it appeared. The creation of Stephen King. A scorched black, soot-covered body with the rage glowing in its eyes. By the time we realized it was the fallen one, the battle had already begun. Watching from afar, the image was so pretty due to the detail. The art, especially those faces of the people getting blown away, was pure magic to my eyes. Neither of our fellow soldiers nor the Gohma were any match for him. Terrified by what happened before our eyes, we could do nothing but hide and shiver in fear. After the fallen one had annihilated them all, he roared towards the heavens, and then that destroyed my throat completely. Yes, I don't think I'll be doing that again anytime soon. Okay, if I could also have that as my background, that would be awesome. Thank you. His scream was so strong that it broke the ground. After that, Asura continued to pursue. I continued to pursue Asura. My men were horrified and ran away, but by that time I did not care. Asura ran onward and encountered more Shinkoku soldiers and Gohma. He ripped them to shreds in an instant. Interestingly enough, he had no eyes for civilian demigods or humans, and left them alone. At the moment, Asura headed towards the land where Lord Segi and Lord Yasha are conducting purification. What is he? What is he trying to do? The sound of his ferocious cry still rings in my ears. I know what it must mean all. What it almost means.
Lost in rage, Asura rips Sergei in two. His anger is so terrible that it scalds his own body. Having lost all sense and reason, Asura turns to Yasha with fire in his eyes.
And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the RunnerGuitar, and I'll see you guys next time on Asura's Wrath!